Hi guys, so the vocals are all recorded for Don't Forget from Deltarune. It's actually up on my channel by the time you guys are seeing this, so go check that out if you haven't already. And I'm going to show you guys my process mixing that song. So let's get started. Okay, the first step that I have to do is get my lines from this computer, which I've already exported them from Logic, into my desktop PC so I can mix them on there. So I'm gonna do that. I've got a share folder. We're just gonna grab the folder for that, drop it in there. I've already got the instrumental transferred, so let's see if it got that. Okay, so I've got Reaper open here and my files. So I'm just going to import these real quick. I'm actually using screen share for once. This is amazing. That looks good. I'm just going to make a new track, put these on there. This is so I can pan them. This one's going back that way. There we go. And then I can bring that down as one piece. Okay, these are off time. For whatever reason. There we go. That seems like it's in place. So I'm gonna make this my reverb send. And we're gonna put some ambience on here. This is my process for mixing like everything I do. So okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna blow this up so I can see what the presets are. I usually start from a preset for reverb on the Vocal Easy, and then I'll back it off a bit. Actually, no, I'm gonna kill the dry signal completely and go up. That's the wrong track.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold.
Okay, and I can never seem to EQ straight from the reverb plugin. So what I'm gonna do is put re-EQ on there. Let's chop out a bit of the middle and the low end frequencies.
Your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget.
And I feel like it could use a bit more tail. Oh, I already have it open. A bit more tail, so let's turn the time up a bit.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
That's a pretty good reverb, I think. The second thing we're gonna do is, I don't want to be on that one. We're going to add, actually no, I'm gonna do Voxengo first, Voxformer. And what I like to do here is just add a little bit of compression and some warmth.
inside your soul that
That's already sounding warmer. I'm just going to bring these down a bit. And we're also going to put Kotelnikov on here. And I'm going to maybe turn this to around 3 since it's not as heavy as some of the stuff I've worked on in the past. I like to leave that around 15. That should work.
there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth.
Okay, now we're going to chop off the bottom and a bit of the top.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our heart. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Your soul that's still shining in
Okay, those are going to need to come up at the end. I just realized I forgot to time these. So, I'm going to go do that. And I'll be right back. Because my software isn't playing nice with OBS, so I'm not sure if it'll pick up anything. Alright, I am back with the timed files. I also did a little bit of cleanup in here as well. I haven't done this last part, but the idea is to get it as clean as possible without taking out too many of the breaths. So the breaths here, with the truth. So I want to kind of fade that off and then fade that in.
promise in our hearts. Don't forget.
Okay, it doesn't need to be that big a breath. If you hear me drinking something, I've got a root beer here, so.
Promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
For some reason, the k wasn't detecting on my timing software, so I just chopped it off and slid it where it needs to be. I may be being way too picky, but I feel like this isn't quite right. So I'm just gonna drag that.
With the truth, the promise in our hearts.
Same thing with here, don't forget. Alright, that one's kind of weird. It lines up there. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna slide that over.
Don't forget, I'm with you. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
That's a lot better. Sorry, I'm really picky with timing. It's one of those things. Also, I missed a spot in here. Promise in our hearts. Sorry, I like to sing a little bit as I'm doing this.
With the truth, the promise in our hearts.
That sounds good.
And the shadows are running low, and
Actually, no, that's fine.
the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fans. Hide your soul that's still shining
Okay, I'm also going to add Nova just to multi-band some of those frequencies. Like the middle here. Ooh, I want it on split. Ah! Okay. Okay, I think that's about good. I do want to add a compressor to the harmonies a little bit more, just so I don't have to level them as much. Probably we're going to put this on 20 for threshold. And I want to turn the ratio like way up since it's a harmony. And I want it to kind of be like a block. Especially since it's panned, I don't want it to like move between sides too much. I think that works. It'll squeeze it together a little bit more when I adjust some more things here. I'm actually going to turn up this compressor a bit since it's quite a bit stronger than Kotelnikov. I'm gonna kind of configure this one so it acts a little bit as a de-esser. Not sure how well this is gonna go. But we're gonna turn it up a bit. That sounds pretty good so far. I do want to make these a little bit, I don't know how to describe this, but I do want to chop off a little bit more at the low end. I do want to listen to the harmony by itself. I don't know why I'm using that one. There we go. No, I don't want it like shiny up there. I want it. No, I don't want it there either. That's actually pretty good right there. That.
Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
I'm just gonna check the levels on those harmonies. I'm gonna switch the master to mono.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold.
They could stand to come up a bit. That's another trick. If you're ever trying to see if your layers blend, especially if there's panning, put it in mono, because you're gonna know like if anything needs to come up, if your vocals are too quiet, everything with that. So
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold. I'm with you in the dark.
yeah, that's fine.
In our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Compression might be a little bit too much now that I think of it. So let's back off the threshold a little bit.
In our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
That seems pretty good.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold.
Okay, sorry, I just had a little interruption there. I'm back now. And okay, that sounds pretty good. I think the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna tweak this reverb a little bit and add a little bit of a delay. Oh. Can't type unless it's in the thingy. So I'm still getting used to the Windows error sounds and stuff. I'm used to mixing on Mac, and this is only my second mix on the setup. Actually, first mix with an SSD. So actually, surprisingly, this is very familiar to me other than the Windows sounds, because my laptop has flash memory. So the only real difference here is A, it's a desktop, and B, I've got more RAM. So what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna do that delay send. I'm gonna turn it way down and take out the dry.
There's
And I want the vocals by themselves.
a light inside your soul.
Let's find a tail. Okay. I can't really hear it yet. I should be able to hear it a little bit.
The promise in our hearts. Don't forget.
Actually, that works quite well with the 300 millisecond. Normally, I'll tweak this to like fit with the tempo, but this song has like a lot of rubato. Actually, in the instrumental, I played with it where it was on the metronome, and then I changed the tempo in spots. You'll see me doing that in the previous vlog. It's really fast because it's in it's a time lapse. But you'll see me like tweaking things in there and messing with them. And that's part of what I was doing. I was creating tempo spots. Actually, I think you can see it if I solo that. Yeah, you can. Because it saved the tempo information. So yeah, like here's one of the spots. Tempo 77, tempo 68, tempo... And I kind of just dragged it around and I'm like... I'd sing along with it and I'd be like, how does this feel? So Yeah. 300 milliseconds seems to work. That almost seems too loud.
And the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
I think there's too much compression. That's what I feel like. So I'm gonna back it off, probably in Vox form right here.
And the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
I feel like the presence will probably help too.
And the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
Yeah, it's a lot crisper now. Just gonna chop off more of that. Actually, no, I feel like maybe I need more of it. That works. That definitely works. I'm gonna have to mess with it. Something's off with like how it interacts with the instrumental. Hopefully that'll be fixed in the mastering process and stuff, because usually... Actually, I'm just gonna put the master on it real quick, see what it sounds like. This is gonna like increase the volume a lot, but I've already got it super low in this thing anyway, so I'm not concerned. What I normally do for mastering is I will get Kotelnikov on here, turn it up to about 15, and I'll increase the attack and the release. Leave it at 201. I'll bring it up if it needs to. Then I'll take Nova and re-EQ. Actually, I want this before. Actually, no, I want it after. And I'll like chop off the very, very top end and the very, very bottom end. And then I'll sort of play with these a little bit. And then I will finish up with W1 limiter. If I can find W1 limiter. Here we go. So adaptive release, let's start at 4.5. Let's put it at 4.9. Okay, yeah, that brought out the piano. So I'm just gonna pull that back. And actually, I'm gonna put an EQ on here.
There's a light inside your soul that's
Much better.
a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
I do feel like my harmonies are a little bit loud now that the master's on there.
Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold dark.
Maybe bringing these up would work too.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Okay, any spots that seem overly loud, I can just go chop in there and pull them back a bit. Much better. Also the left ear. This one's a little bit loud. That's better.
With you in the dark.
I feel like these could come down a slight bit too. Maybe not that much.
In the dark. With you in the dark.
Actually, maybe not that much.
With you in the dark. With you in.
I should be doing this in mono.
With you in the dark. With you in the dark.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. I do want those a little bit louder.
Don't forget.
Maybe these two, and then it should...
Don't forget. Don't forget. I'm with you in the dark. Don't forget. Don't forget.
That works.
Don't forget.
That can come down slightly. Yeah, those are about the same.
Promise in our heart. Promise in. The promise in our heart.
I'm just gonna bring these up slightly.
Promise in. The promise in our hearts. With the truth, the promise in our hearts. With the
Just gonna check with the truth, see if it matches Don't Forget.
don't forget. With the truth
Yeah, that's pretty close.
that's still shining in the cold. With the truth,
I do kind of want to bring this side down right in this section, just because it's a little weird volume-wise against the other side, and I want to equalize them a little bit. I can mess with this a little bit. Overlap it. Okay.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold. The promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
I don't know if I want "I'm with you" to be that prominent. I feel like I should pull this down a little bit, and same with these.
With you in the dark.
That works. That does work.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
That does work. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make a track for both of these. If I can get them in there. Come on, there we go.
Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold. With the truth, the promise in with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold. With the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back over here and make sure everything's fine in the harmony line. Okay, the breaths are a little bit off in here, so I'm just gonna take them out. You still have the breath in the lead, so it's not a big deal. Or like, if anything, just leave like that much. Then these ones I can just pull back a bit. And then these I'm gonna chop here. You're probably just hearing my keyboard frantically through the microphone. This just makes it a lot cleaner. Realistically, you're never going to hear this in the mix, but I try to do this anyway in case I do an a cappella for Patreon or something, or you don't really want to hear background noise in there if it does poke through. That's kind of just not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the fade through it. Also, promise is really weird here, so I'm gonna correct that. So maybe here. That's a no. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. Since this is like nowhere to be found. I'm just gonna copy and paste it onto this track. Like offset it a little bit. That works. That definitely does work. This is kind of already cut for me, so I'm gonna go in here. And I want it to sort of... That's a little bit much. Don't forget... This is like the only side where there's a breath, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. That's pretty good, I think.
Forget, I'm with you in the dark. The promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over the master real quick. That's not the master. The master's up here. And we're just gonna do a few more EQ edits.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our heart.
And I'm also gonna do some more edits in here.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. The promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. The promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. That's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. It inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn up the ratio here because these lower ones never tend to do much unless you do.
Inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in.
It still isn't anyway, so that was kind of pointless. I'm just gonna move this all the way to the side then and replace it with this one.
Inside your soul that's
Much better.
shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts.
I like it to dance a little in there. I'm actually going to turn this up a little bit just to glue everything together.
Inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our heart.
Maybe not that much.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
That works.
Inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, don't forget.
Okay, that was just a random audio pop. I'm gonna save this, and what I like to do is I'll turn on Spotify through this thing, listen to a couple of professional mixes just to reset my ears since I've been at this for a while, and then come back to it and be like, what needs changing? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna actually stop the recording because I don't want a copyright strike from playing professional music on this. So, see you in a second. So I think it's good now. I'm just going to show you what I did here. So on the master, I've upped this a little bit. I've added a slight reverb just to blend the backtrack a little bit more with it. I've messed with the compression settings just a bit. I think that's about it for the master. On the instrumental, I've tweaked this a little bit just to make room for the vocal, and in addition to that, I have added a sidechain multi-band compressor. So this is reading from the vocal tracks and deciding, okay, the vocal's doing this, the instrumental needs to do that. So if I play this,
Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts.
actually this one could stand to be a little bit stronger.
In the dark, with you in the dark.
There we go.
Promise in our hearts. Don't forget, no, seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth. Light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
That may seem like a lot, but these piano bits in here can be quite harsh.
And the shadows start to grow,
Like if I get rid of this,
and the shadows start to grow,
the piano just goes thonk on top of it, and it's like,
and the shadows start to grow, and the places.
it's just a little bit more gentle that way, even though it seems like it's a huge dip. It's really not.
There's a light inside your soul.
I've also tweaked the vocals a little bit. And I've moved Vox Former down here. Applied a de-esser because my S's were super harsh for some reason. Probably because I've got so much compression on here, it's just like, So,
Light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget,
I'd say that sounds pretty good. I'm just going to check those harmony levels again because I did mess with it a little bit.
light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget
Yeah, that's pretty good.
there's a light inside your soul that's
Do they need to be 50-50 panned? Let's try bringing them back to 40 because it's...
there's a light inside your soul.
No, it was better 50-50. Alright, now the last step that I like to do, and I've actually brought up my Spotify page here, is compare it to some of my old stuff. So I'll play like a little clip.
The light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
You know what? I'm just gonna do another little whatever to this.
Light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
Yeah, that's fine. I know I didn't change much, but I'm really picky. So let's...
You can hide your fear.
That was more compressed.
Light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still
I don't like the positioning of that breath for whatever reason. But yeah, it sounds about comparable to Red Swan.
fantasy. Oh, seem like fantasy. There's a light.
Oh yeah, I have to kind of chop it off here.
There's a there's a oh, seem like fantasy.
See.
There's a see. There's a light. Seem like
I recorded these in different sections, so like sometimes the breaths don't sound like they're natural because I recorded that part without having recorded the thing in here. But
seem like
fantasy, there's it's a lot more. Yeah, that's good. Now let's back her up again. What's the next one I should try her against? Red Swan's the most recent one, but If Only is a good one.
I can't decide what's wrong, what's right, which way should I go? If only I knew what my heart was telling me.
The delay's insane in that one.
The light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still.
I feel like that should be a longer breath.
There's a light fantasy. There's a light inside your soul.
Does that sound too digital though?
There's there's a light inside your soul that's
I think it works.
like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold. With when the
I just realized I took out the breath in the first part and I never put it back in.
when the
Oh, it's a stupid one like that that got cut. Huh. Sometimes when I'm comping it gets cut, so I'm just gonna copy paste this one.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow. And
That works.
when the light is running low and the shadow.
I just realized I can probably just like, oops, pull it back like that. I think that works.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow, and there's a light inside your soul.
I'm gonna give this a long breath, even though it probably doesn't need it. Yeah, you can't even hear it.
Inside your soul. There's a light in when the light is running low and the shadows.
Good. It didn't change all of them.
There's a light.
Now you can subtly hear it, and I'm okay with that. So I've fixed the breaths. That's what you do when you have like a bad breath or something that got chopped off for something that sounds weird. You find a good one in the song, copy and paste it, and like cut it out, and just like put it where it goes. It's super like, you wouldn't expect to do that, and it seems like it's something you shouldn't do, but it works. It definitely works. And it doesn't sound bad in the end either. It sounds very natural. Because, I mean, it's a breath. I mean, there's only so many sounds you can make with your breath. So, yeah, I think this is about done. So, yeah, this should be up by the time you guys see this, so I may make a few more tweaks with this, so just to like clean things up. It won't be very, very much. So this is basically the final mix. You guys can hear it over on my main channel, the full track. Okay, listening over to this, I noticed there's an issue with the harmony and the chord line. When I go hearts at the end, hearts, it should be hearts. Now I should be able to fix this by applying Melodyne straight from here. Or not, I don't have the plugins installed. Oops. I will tune that and I'll be right back.
The promise in our hearts.
And yeah, I guess with that, that's the end of this one. It's not really a vlog, but I guess it works for Vlogmas, and you guys did request tutorials, so this is kind of like a tutorial. So with that, see you guys next time.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like